Good Monday morning. When COVID hit, Philly and I had just started watching Blue Bloods. It was the best show. It's this family of generational police commissioners, and there are cops in the family and detectives in the family and district attorneys in the family. And it's just so much about family, and they always ended around the Sunday dinner table, which just love it. So needless to say, we totally devoured that during COVID, and I think we watched all of it. We were very sad when we ended it. But the beautiful thing about that show is it has these strong, present men. And in a society, and especially in this medium of media and television and entertainment, so often men are kind of emasculated and brought to being mocked and caricatures almost, to the point that they really degrade the beauty and the role of a man. And what I've learned is that the enemy loves to target the heart of a man, because if he can take out the man, then usually he can take out the rest of the family. That's why when you see in the epidemic of fatherless homes, how often they're just set up in a different way because they don't have all the resources and tools that God desired us to have. It was inside the beauty of family, of a mother and a father, that God said children would, that they should be fruitful and multiply. It was in this beautiful context, and it had a man in it. And so have you ever wondered why in Genesis 3, Satan's talking to Eve? Have you ever wondered where Adam was? He kind of, in that moment, had kind of abdicated his place and his role, because in 1 Corinthians 15 verses 21 through 22 it says, "For since death came through one man, also the resurrection will come through one man." It says, "For just as in connection with Adam all die," it doesn't say just as in connection with Eve all die. It says just as in connection with Adam all die, so in connection with the Messiah all are made alive. That's a real responsibility for a man, because Adam is the one that is kind of held accountable for this. And so it's not that it's a responsibility to use and abuse or to rule over, but it is both a privilege and a responsibility. That's the beauty of what a man is. And so it's really important as men that you guard your heart, and that you really begin to take up the authority that you have been given. So you have to know your position, and you have to know your authority. So how do you protect yourselves? Well, first, it's really important, and men are not as good at this as women. You need to be in community. Iron sharpens iron. I mean, men will go to the gym together, and they'll scream at each other, and they'll push each other to lift more weights. But then when it comes to matters of the heart, all of a sudden that's off limits. No, we need each other in matters of the heart more than anything else. So men need to be in community. You also need to know that what's been propagated to you, that you're not really needed, that people are indifferent to you, that culture is indifferent to you. No, it's not true. You are needed. You're valuable. But more than that, you're able. God has equipped you for the position that He's placed you in. And it is a very important position. One of my favorite passages of scripture for that I pray often, especially when I pray for Philly and I pray for our kids, it's a very illuminating passage of scripture and what it does in regards to a man being in his rightful place and position and role. It says this, it said, "Blessed is the man who fears the Lord, who delights in following His ways." Okay, so that's what the man's doing. The man is fearing the Lord. He's delighting in following his ways. And listen to what this does to his home. Your wife will be like a fruitful grapevine, flourishing within your home. So when a man fears the Lord, follows the Lord's ways, his ways, then for the most part, his wife is flourishing within that environment. It's a rare occasion. There's always one out there, but it's a rare occasion that she's not flourishing inside of that environment. And listen to this. Your children will be like vigorous young olive trees. So think about that. Vigor is something that's producing. It's something that's alive. It's something that's vibrant. They're going to be vigorous young olive trees doing what they were created to do, producing what they were created to produce. And I love how it ends it, because this was always my favorite thing as a family, and this is what they did on Blue Bloods, as they sit around your table. As you enjoy life with them, community with them, living with them, long years with them, being a family together. Men, you're valuable. You're vitally important. Wives, you should be praying for your husband. I'm going to do like a Stormy O'Mardian testimonial for the next few weeks. Every woman should have this in the arsenal for her husband. And you should be praying it for him. Men, you're needed. The culture may not know it, but we know it. And we don't operate on the culture standards anyway. We're not of this world. We're foreigners here. You matter. We need you. And God has equipped you for the position He's called you to. If your heart was encouraged today, please know that we have many other resources available for you. You can discover all of those at reclaiminghearts.org.